Real, people. The struggle is real. We're always doing our best over here. All right. It looks like we'll be going live here very soon. I'm just going to change into my chef jacket. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Tiny Brick Ovens pizza class on Saturday mornings. Sorry we're so late today. I had a staff call out yesterday. That meant I had to do about 4 hours of work this morning before I could come in. And I ended up being about 15 minutes late, partially because there's a cycling race here in Baltimore. There was some weird traffic patterns, but not to make excuses. I'm going to try to keep you here for the hour. We're starting around 11:20. So I'm hoping we can keep the stream going until about 12:20. We'll see how busy we are. Today we're going to focus on pepperoni and pizza making. I just need to go put my chef coat on, put my hat on, wash my hands, get some dough balls, and then we'll start pepperoniing it up over here. So thanks for tuning in, and let me see if I can get this aligned the right way. See if you can see where we're at, what we're doing. This is not a professional studio. This is coming to you live from my pizzeria. And sometimes it's very hard to show the whole thing, I would say. Let's see what happens if we go back here for me. I think this could be, maybe that'll give you all a better view. All right. All right, 1 second, folks. Just getting a few more supplies together. It'll be just like two or 3 minutes. All right, let's see. Can everybody see me over here? Oh, I feel like maybe we have the best view we've had ever. I just moved the laptop a little further back. These fans are a little bit in the way. And like I said, today we're going to focus on pepperonis. Let me get some dough balls for you. Some dough balls. All right, friends. All right. We've got our Bridgeford, a natural skin pepperoni here, and they've already sliced it up for us in these little packets. Then I'm going to show you, we've got some beef pepperoni. That's what we use at the shop because a lot of our customers don't like to eat pork. And actually, pepperoni used to be just about beef. Like it was kind of the thing, like pizza moved over here to America. The beef industry was the big industry at the time, and instead of putting salami on our pizzas, we put beef pepperonis. This is why pepperoni is not really an Italian ingredient. It's an American ingredient. It's America's favorite pizza topping. So we do have these dough balls that I made here yesterday. They've been fermenting nicely in the fridge overnight. I'm going to open this up and let them warm up a little bit because it's not good to cook with cold dough. We have very powerful commercial ovens that can help you make some great pizzas even when you're using cold dough. But even our commercial ovens can't make it with the fact if you put too many cold pizzas in your oven, it's going to give you trouble. So better to have room temperature dough. All right, let me wash my hands. And I'm going to show you some of the beef pepperoni that we also use. And I think I'm going to show you today what they look like when they cook in our pizza ovens over here. And I'm going to show you what they look like when they're exposed to high heat. We also have some vegan pepperoni, really the best I've ever had that doesn't have meat in it. It's really good for people who are just trying to eat less meat or prefer not to eat meat at all. So, all right, these pepperonis. These pepperonis, they're going to form little cups on the pizza. Some people call it cup and char pepperoni. Our New York oven, it doesn't have like really the high heat the way a flame oven does, the way our tiny brick ovens do. So they're not going to get charred on the top of the cup the way they would if we were using a cup and char pepperoni, or the way that if we were using a flame powered oven. Sorry about that. But they still cup up and they get like the little puddle of pepperoni oil sort of in the bottom. Cupperonis, people call them. People love those. It is a premium pepperoni for sure. We use it a lot at catering events. People just love it. When you bring out your tiny brick oven, you're cooking your pizzas, you've got the little cups forming. It's definitely a crowd pleaser. And then we can add a little bit of hot honey on top and sort of fill those cups up with a little bit of sweet heat at the same time. It'll knock your socks off, 100%. So, all right. Let me make sure we're actually live on Instagram because we had trouble with that last week. So I'm just going to check on this real quick. I think we need to. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were not live. Okay. All right. Here we are now. All right, friends. Sorry about that. Okay. I think we are actually live on Instagram now. So you didn't miss much. You just missed me explaining why I wasn't ready on time today. So I do apologize. Jack in the Box, Joe, Dabin. It's great to see you all. Welcome to our pizza making class. All right. I think we're really live now on Instagram. So thanks, Dabin. I appreciate you, man. Best pizza around for sure. The Trapalanky. Oh, man, I met this guy at Shark Tank tryout. Like, the nicest guy, really, and it's a cool invention, too. I recommend it. It's definitely fun to be around other entrepreneurs and people that are sort of doing amazing things. So, all right. Okay, all right. Let's see here. I'm going to get a little bit of sausage and cheese. And I'm going to get this first pepperoni pizza in the oven while I'm getting the supplies for our other. Let's see. Where's the. Oh, okay. I'm missing the logo on this hat. All right. All right. Sorry about that, friends. Here we go. All right. For our first pizza today, I want to use the cup pepperonis. And I'm going to take one of my dough balls here. And I like to use a bowl scraper to just kind of remove the dough from the box. Put down a little bit of semolina. And put a little more on the top there. You can see how it was sticking to my hand. If you don't flour it the right way, it's going to stick to your hand, it's going to stick to the counter, and make it really hard to stretch. Let me angle the camera over here just a little bit so that you guys can actually see my countertop. There we go. All right. All right, friends. First pizza of the day. Happy Saturday, everybody. Coming to you live from Federal Hill in Baltimore, Maryland. This is Tiny Brick Oven. I see lots of likes over there. We really appreciate your likes and your follows. It means a lot to us. It's been such a wild journey being a pizza guy here in Baltimore. Last time we had this problem with the power saving features on the laptop. I'm going to fix that right now. I mean, it was so frustrating last time. With the power shutting off all the time. Let me see. Where are settings? What do I have to do? Where do I find the settings on this thing? This is crazy. Power savings. Power, sleep, and battery settings. Here we go. Okay, power module, screen, sleep, hibernate, timeouts. Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Turn my screen off after. Let's have it turn it off after 3 hours. How's that? That'd be a lot more than enough. Never. Okay, yeah. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're going to save that. And I think this is going to solve our problem now. So, all right. Sorry about that, friends. Oh, you can see the phone in the frame there. Let's see if we can move this out of the way. All right, here we are. I think it's going to be better now. I hope it's going to be better now. We're going to angle the camera up just a little bit. My phone up just a little bit. All right. Let's start over. Let me get a fresh pair of gloves. Okay, all right. I hope my laptop will not go into power saving mode anymore, and my battery is charged up good on my cell phone over here. So, all right. Every time we do this, we become a trending live, and we get thousands of likes. So please don't give up on us. Please keep liking us. We love it when you tune in. We love your comments. We'd love to know where you're joining from. Put your comments down below. Just let us know where you're tuning in from. Love all, serve all is our motto. So we love spreading pizza love all around the world. Now, we've stretched this dough a little while ago. Maybe just a few minutes ago, as I was working on the laptop and the cell phone settings. And so it's actually gotten a lot warmer now. Like having it stretched thin and being exposed to the room temperature air, it's a little cooler than we would like, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's gonna be workable. And I just want this to be a little bit bigger. So I might stretch it out with a little over the hand maneuver like this to make this a nice thin crust. And that's about what we're looking for right there. So I'm going to take my peel. I'm going to load my dough on first. We use a perforated peel to help remove some of that flour from the bottom of the pizza. We're going to add about 2 ounces of crushed tomato sauce. And then we're going to add a little bit of cheese. It's an East Coast blend. It's mostly hard skim mozzarella with a little bit of whole milk mozzarella. Something like this. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put our beef pepperoni on the left side, and then our natural casing sort of cup and char pepperonis on the right side. And you can be able to see the difference. These are the pepperonis that are going to cup up. They're cut a little thick. I've tried cutting them myself thinner from this stick, but it's almost impossible. Like, I haven't been able to do it. So I can see that my laptop has gone into hibernation mode, or the screen is shut off, even though we just set it so that wouldn't happen. So I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. I do see the camera's active though still, so maybe it's okay. And we'll take our beef pepperoni. And this pepperoni does not have the natural casing. It's not going to cup up the way this pepperoni will. All right, I've got my pizza oven behind me over here. It's already warmed up. I'm just going to reawaken my laptop. I don't know why the screensaver is still going on. It shouldn't be doing that, but here we are. I can see my employee is calling me today, but I can't take that call right now. So Brianna, I hope you call later. All right. This side are the cupping pepperonis. This side is our 100% beef pepperoni. This side is the cupping pepperoni. This side's the 100% beef pepperoni. We're going to throw this in the oven now for about 6 minutes. All right. We got that one going for 5 minutes. And then while that's happening, we can try to cut a little bit of this. But I want to grab a torch, actually, so you can see what happens to the pepperonis when they're cooked with flame. They come out a little better. And to simulate that effect without having to take it to my oven outside again, which massively interrupts our go live, I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use this chef's torch to show you what these pepperonis look like once they're. Show you what these pepperonis look like once they are cooked with flame. So. We'll go over that in just a minute. Well, that's happening. Let's see if we can slice some of these. right, 3 pepperonis represented. Here's our meatless pepperoni right here, made by Beehive. It's very good. I totally recommend it if you just don't want to eat meat. All right. We have professional chef's knives here. And these knives actually, these are very good knives. They work really good. We don't sharpen them sharp enough to cut paper and all that kind of stuff, but we do make them sharp enough so that we can make very thin slices of pepperoni, for example, cuts through tomatoes really easily. This knife needs to be sharpened a little bit, so I'm just going to give it a few caresses here with the sharpener. And then I'll turn this the other way and go the opposite direction because it's got kind of an offset design here. Not sure if you can see that, but with the offset design, you run the chance of, sharpening one side of the blade and not sharpening the other. And once we have it nice and smooth and very sharp, all right, we're gonna wipe off any potential metal shavings that we made with a clean cloth. We're gonna rinse it a little bit, and then we're gonna cut some pepperonis. So very important, just make sure you give this a nice wipe like this. A quick little rinse. And then just another wipe with the other side of the cloth. Make sure we don't have any metal shavings left over. All right. And now our knife is very sharp. We'll take our cutting board right here, and we'll peel back some of the plastic on this pepperoni, this Bridgeford pepperoni. You might see some of my workers running around in the background. We're getting ready for a very busy day today. A lot of stuff going on in Baltimore today. A lot of people from out of town for a bike race, for a boat show, for a Mr. Trash Wheel concert. I mean, it's a lot today. It's definitely a lot. So, pretty excited to be here with you. All right, that's my 5-minute timer on my first pizza. I'm going to chop some of these pepperonis off here for a second. And I want to make these as thin as I can without shredding the skin. Your knife has to be really sharp to do that. You need a really sharp knife to make thin pepperonis from this pepperoni stick, and without shredding the natural casing. All right, that's the 6-minute timer for our pizza. Let me show you what those pepperonis look like now. You can see we're still getting pretty thick slices. I mean, these are the thickness of the slices from the manufacturer. And when we cut it ourselves, it's almost the same thickness, even though I'm trying to cut it as thin as possible. That's just how it goes. So Hopefully you all can see this and see how thick those pepperonis are. Looks like the factory's able to cut it just a little bit thinner than me. So, all right. We'll keep these right here like this. Here's our first pizza of the day, our first pepperoni. On the right side, on this side, you can see these are our beef pepperonis. They have a little bit of a curl. On the left side, you can see these are the natural casing pepperonis. They have a little more of a curl, a little more of a cup and char, some people call that, although there's not going to be any char on this pizza yet. Our crust is about where I like it. We've got a nice undercarriage, nice golden yellow brown color. It's going to be a delicious pie. So, but I want to make a few more pepperonis. So let me just make a second pie with some more pepperoni, since that's the focus of our class today. We're trying to give you some advice here about pepperonis. So our next pizza we'll do. We'll use our vegan pepperoni, and it's really good. It's delicious. It's not the same. It's definitely for people who prefer not to eat meat, but it has a great flavor profile. It's made by a company out of Nashville called Beehive. Really good stuff. These are the 3 pepperonis that we use all the time. Mostly we use our beef pepperoni, 100% beef. For catering events, we use the natural casein pepperonis because they make those little cups, and people love that. And then for customers that come in that want a pizza without meat, or maybe they're just trying to eat less meat, we can offer them our vegan pepperonis. And this dough ball, I think this was kind of the remnants of what was left over. So it's not going to be, when I was making dough yesterday, we had just 150 grams of dough left. So it's not going to be as big as the other ones. All right. Beautiful. Load this up on the peel. We add our tomato sauce, and then we have here some dairy-free cheese that we make in-house. Add this right on top. And then we'll add our Beehive pepperonis here. These are made out of seitan. It's meat substitute made from wheat. I found out yesterday that it dates all the way back to ancient China, where monks developed it. Vegetarian monks developed seitan as an alternative to meat. All right, that looks pretty good. Make sure it's shaking. Get rid of our extra flour there. This will go in the oven. And while that's baking, I'm gonna actually show you what happens when we sort of flame roast these pepperonis. So we have two of our Richford pepperonis here, two of our beef pepperonis here, and then two of our vegan pepperonis over here. And we'll just turn this on. Make sure we're not on. And I'm just gonna gently flame roast these pepperonis so that you can see what they do when they're exposed to very high heat. You can see we're getting a beautiful little cup out of this pepperoni right now. Can you all see that? Can you all? I'm not sure if I can hold that. Let me get a. Let me show you what happens when we expose these to high heat. You can see right here, we've got this pepperoni right there. And you can see how it just turns into, it just cups up into a nice cup like that. And this is why they call these cup and char pepperonis, because you get that little, the little char on the upside, you get a little cup out of it. And that's what you hope for. That's what you really want when you cook these at high temperature. You're going to get this beautiful little cups. So let's see what happens when we cook our beef pepperonis. They're also going to curl up a little bit, apparently, with the high temperature there. Like this one, it wants to curl the other direction, so it's not curling up. So you can see we got that one to curl a little bit, but the second one, it's not curling at all. I think that's to be expected. And then our last ones, these are our vegan pepperonis. I don't think they're going to curl at all. Be interesting to see what they do. They're charring a little bit, but they're definitely not curling up at all. So there's not seeing any sort of reaction there. But all right, with a chef's torch, we were able to beautifully cook each of these pepperonis, and you can see here are our Bridgeford pepperonis with the natural casing. They've cupped up, formed little charred pepperonis. Our beef pepperoni, this one curled up a little bit, and we got a little bit of char on the edge there, but no, this one did not. Maybe you wanted to curl the other direction, I'm not sure. And then our vegan pepperonis here on the end, they did char, but absolutely no curling at all. So that's what you expect from these types of pepperonis when you cook them. And that's at a very high heat. So you'll see, like on the other pizza where we did the beef pepperoni where we did the natural casing pepperoni that they didn't curl as much because they weren't subjected to as high of a heat. The heat from that chef's torch is much higher than the heat in our pizza oven at 550 degrees. So our vegan pepperoni pizza is done. I'm going to show you that in a second. And yeah, so let's see. I see Jeannie. I see Mr. Pruitt. I see, I can't say that one. I see Ray Taird. I see, oh, thank man, #1 gifter badge. I see WAWIPR, Walliper. Over here, I see Reed Powell. I see Arthur. I see Sean. I see Nutrition with Nick. And Bradley Dees. I see Ravens Jr. I see Hunter Price is Right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our live stream here today at Tiny Brick Oven, where we're focusing on pepperoni today. And I can see it's 12:02. That means our pizza shop is open. I got to go plug the sign in, and we need dos pizzas, por favor. Dos grande pizzas. Here's our vegan pepperoni pizza, and you can see these did curl a little bit. There's a little bit of a curl on these. Not much one. These ones on the edge seem to curl up a lot better. We even got a little bit of char there. So again, our crust is golden brown. We've got a beautiful undercarriage. It's going to be a beautiful crispy pizza. Just exactly what you want from a delicious New York slice. So let me go turn the on sign on. And I'm going to show you what happens when we use the cooking torch on our previously cooked pepperonis. See if I can turn you all this way so you can sort of see what I'm doing over here. We've got to put this like street sign out front. We just unloaded the truck. I've got all my food sitting on the table over here. It's been a little bit of a crazy weekend. So never a dull moment, friends. Never a dull moment. All right. All right. Hey, everybody there on Instagram. If you can follow us, and give us a thumbs up, we really appreciate it. The likes, the follows, and the thumbs up really make a big difference to the algorithm. Help us bring this live pizza making show to more people, make more friends around the world. We really appreciate all of your help with that. It's always been our goal to spread kindness and positivity. We like to do that through sharing food and fun. So it's a great honor and a privilege to be able to bring this live pizza making class to you every Saturday now. I've got to say, next Saturday, we may be coming to you live, but it's not going to be for pizza making. It's going to be for the One Bite Festival. Next Saturday, we will be at the One Bite Festival in New York City at the at Randall's Island Park. It's One Bite Fest. It's going to be the gathering of some of the 40 greatest pizzerias and us. And we're so excited to be there. It's going to be incredible. So what an incredible journey, friends. What an incredible journey. So, all right, let's take a look at our last pepperoni pizza here. Or our first pepperoni pizza. And if you look right here, we're gonna hit these pepperonis with a little bit of the flame again and see if we can get them to curl up a little bit more. So if we just hit those with the flame gently, we can see it, automatically affecting those borders. We might as well give a little char on the crust while we're at it. Blister up some of those bubbles a little more. This is the value of flame cooking. Like you get more color. I know some people say you have to do it with wood, but that's not true. You can do it with gas, just like I'm showing you right now. And our Tiny Brick Oven, pizza oven, uses propane. And it's a lot easier to work with than wood. It does most of the work for you. All right. So there we go. I gotta make sure I don't burn my pizza shop down. We just had to renew our insurance, and they were asking me also things about fire. So try to be careful there. So here you can see on this side are our cup and char pepperonis, and on this side are the beef pepperonis. That flame gives all of them a little more char and maybe a little more definition. Not nearly as good as when we bake them with high heat from the beginning. I mean, look at these cups right here. You can see how pronounced these cups are from high heat baking. If you want those cup and char pepperonis, you're gonna have to use this natural skin pepperoni. If you prefer 100% beef, like a lot of my customers, you would use these. If you're trying to do meatless, you would do some of these. So those are our pepperoni options. And yeah, that's basically how we do it. We try not to put too much pepperoni, although I know people love it when you put extra pepperoni. So for my last pie, I think I'll make an extra pepperoni pizza. And that would be a pizza that have double the pepperoni. If you're getting pepperoni pizza, what kind of toppings are you gonna put with it? Do you like pepperoni and mushrooms? Do you like pepperoni and green peppers? I wish I lived there. I wish I lived near there. I need pizza for lunch now. Thanks, man. Thanks. Everyone who lives in and around Baltimore, definitely come down and check us out at Tiny Brick Oven, 1036 Light Street in Baltimore. We'd love to have you down here. For those of you that don't live nearby, you can join our pizza class at mypizzaschool.com. Get some online pizza classes there. And you can sign up as a VIP backer at get.tinybrickovens.com to help us launch our new brand of pizza ovens, the Tiny Brick Oven. And if you're not into like getting your own pizza oven, if you just want someone to make it for you, think about giving it as a gift to someone who will be eternally grateful and will make you pizzas forever, or share it with your friends until somebody in your circle gets one of these ovens, and then make sure that you're always there when they're doing all their test bakes. I know when I first started my pizza journey, I was lucky to be surrounded by a bunch of friends who I could try out all my different recipes on. And that was a lot of fun. We're still friends to this day. And you can see how pizza has changed my life. All right, let me wake up my laptop one more time. Okay, all right. Beautiful. I think we're approaching the 20-minute mark here. Around 12:20, we're going to sign off. We try to do an hour of live pizza making every Saturday. So I apologize for being late. But we're going into a little bit of overtime here now. Let's see. I can see we've got an order here. Necesito Blanco y Margarita. Do Margarita first. All right. So to do our extra pepperoni, I'm going to make sure this is still shaking. This dough is very sticky. It's warmed up to room temperature now, so that's good. We'll put our sauce on. We'll put our cheese on. And then for extra pepperoni, we're going to double it up. I'm going to put actually double the pepperonis. These are the kind of pizzas that I always see going viral on Instagram. I always think like, man, it's way too much pepperoni. But people love it. And of course, you can order extra pepperoni if you want down here at Tiny Brick Oven. So let's do these little slices here. And what we'll do to double up our pepperoni without essentially running out of space is we're going to make these rows of pepperonis much closer, just like that. All right, there's kind of our extra pepperoni mix right there. Maybe you can squeeze another one or two over here. Something like that. Tiny Brick Oven. Yeah. Uh-huh. You don't have to wait. I think you'll have to probably go out on the highway and come around. Can you do that? That's okay. Do you have Waze or Google Maps on your phone? Hello? We can do it for another day. I just came over here from Canton. All you have to do is take the tunnel. I'm going to take the exit for Kew Highway. It's okay. Just if anybody in the car there has Waze, that'd be the best way to do it. If he knows all about the bike racing thing, it'll not be around. But if not, you can get over to the Federal Hill by taking that 95 south through the tunnel. It's a $3 toll. If you have a last pass, okay. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. If you have a last pass, so maybe I would Google how to get over here with us. But if we have to cancel, we can. It's just that we still have to pay fees on that, so we don't like it. So. Well, it's not about that. We just prefer to go over to another time. We don't do delivery. Oh. Yeah, do your best. Just give us a call back if you have any trouble. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, friends. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Unable to verify. What do you mean? All right. Sorry about that, friends. We had a call. A customer ordered some pizzas, and then they can't figure out how to get over because of the traffic jam in the city. It's it's a thing. So, all right. Let me put this in the oven. See if this is still. All right, get this going. All right. Our extra pepperoni pizza is in the oven now. And we're going to save these dough balls for another class another time. I'm going to find out why my staff is supposed to be here at 12 is not here yet. And just do solo salsa. We take this pepperoni pizza and we put a little bit of hot honey. Mmm. Wow. That is so good. Mm. This is something everybody has to try. Mm. If you have not had a pepperoni hot honey pizza yet, it definitely needs to be on your to-do list for sure. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for liking me. I can see we've got 3,000 likes on our Instagram live stream today. Trying to see what we have over here on our TikTok live. We've got over 3,000 likes now. Trying to see what we have over here on our Instagram live, but I don't see it. I don't see the stats over here the way we have for TikTok live. So thank you all. Be well. God bless. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And, always such a pleasure to break bread with you, to share pizza love with you, and to just stay alive in 2025, like something we never imagined would happen after that Dave Portnoy review. We get to be here with you all. We get to do the One Bite Festival next Saturday, and I am forever grateful for that. So thank you again. Please like, comment, and share. And we'll see you all next Saturday. We'll see you all next Saturday at the One Bite Festival. I'm going to see if we're allowed. I'm not sure if we're allowed to live stream from our One Bite booth. If we are, then I'll see you then. If not, we'll put something up and let you know that the next Saturday we'll be back here with you again. So thank you so much. Be well. God bless. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you all. We'll see you all again soon. We'll see you all again very, very soon. All right, let's see. We're going to end our stream. Thanks, everybody. Thank you all. This is Will at Tiny Brick Oven signing off. See you next Saturday or the Saturday after that.